There we go. There we go. Hey, technology is a wonderful thing. My name is Steve Giguere. I'm in Amsterdam. This is so cool. I did say in a previous one I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling, and now it's my 4th day here. I'm at a tech geek conference because that's what I do for work. I'm sitting in a hotel room right now, so I probably have dodgy Wi-Fi, and I've gone live. And I only put like 5 minutes notice on this because I only squeezing in precious moments of solitude at these sort of conference things. And I was recommended a beer, and I found it. Take a look. I do not know how to say the name of this. Like, that means brewery, but what is the little tick, T-I-J? How do I say that? I do not know. If anybody watching now in the future knows how I pronounce that, I would love it. It says it's a hoppy IPA. I think this is a pretty old brewery. They also have a wheat beer that looks delicious as well. But super Amsterdam local, and we're going to try this out. And we're going to read a little bit more about what it's supposed to be after we've tried it, after we've decided that we want to drink this beer. Amsterdam. Hello. So I just realized too, my opener is locked onto the side of my bag. Always carry an opener with you. I'm going to pop that. A bottle too, right? So that almost makes it feel more ancient. These are free openers that I got at the conference. Look at that, already coming in handy. Give it a little smell. It actually smells kind of wheaty. Like I was asked to try the other wheat, and I bought one of each. Maybe I should have reviewed that. This is like old times. The little fridge, kind of like my old office, it's just here. So that's the wheat version. Kind of see it says twit, made just for me. Wonderful. I might as well make the joke before somebody else does. So let's pour it out and take a look. It didn't smell hoppy. You know, I'm often a little critical of old breweries that decide to jump on the IPA train because I kind of know what I'm going to expect. I'm going to get something really malty. They just said hoppy, and it's not going to live up to the Americanized redefinition of the India Pale Ale. Because they're just afraid to alienate, I think, their standing fan base. Lovely color, though. It's got a certain Heineken-ness about it. I'm not going to review Heineken just because I'm in Amsterdam. No way. Although I have been plied with the stuff. It seems to be hot and cold running Heineken everywhere you go. Really frothy head. That seems a little on the processed side. Let's take a little... Yeah, good comment. It does, which isn't what it's meant to be. So let's try it out. There's almost a slight sourness to it. It's still very, whoa. I feel like I need to shave my tongue now. It feels more like a Belgian blonde. You know, not an IPA, not in the traditional sense. It is hoppy, but whatever. I'd like to see if I can figure out what hops they use because it's not coming across as maybe a little bit more West Coast, but a lot of sugar left in there, almost like a lagery level of sweetness on that, and an incredibly dry finish. Like a harsh, not a harsh, but an aggressive, like Barolo or something like that in terms of like a red wine, something that's just like woof, out there to get you. Let me have one more sip because strong flavors like that, you know, assault the tongue and deconstruct the palate. So you kind of got to get used to them. And I've done quite a few reviews where I started off liking something, and by the time I went yay, and then I went offline, I got this far down the glass, and I actually thought I couldn't stand it, and vice versa. Challenging. Now, if this was meant to be a blonde, a hoppy blonde, I would have been like, it's actually quite good. It's a little bit like a Leffe blonde or something like that. As it stands as an IPA, I think it's not even close. So what do you do, right? Do you rate it on expectations? I do a little bit, but I'm not going to write it off as a beer. What if it was on tap somewhere, particularly here? Would I get it over like the Heineken, etc.? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Is it going to get out over 4? Nah, it's probably more like a 3.5 kind of thing out of 5. I think it's worthy of generic drinkiness, but that's kind of it. So just off on the side, I just did a search on the name, and Miracle, I found it because I don't know how to spell it with the tick. Now let's bring that up and see what they say it is. That's pretty small. So let's zoom in on that. Our IPA is a dark blonde beer. Well, what did I say? It's a blonde. This and this, dark IPA and blonde, are not the same thing. Let's see. This is an originally English beer style that arose English as high alcohol, stronger hop recipe to survive a journey to the colonies. Ooh, that sounds slightly genocidal and imperialistic. We have not only added hops to the beer during brewing, but also during maturation. Well, you should. That's generally good. Grapefruit and flowers. Yeah, I would say I'm not getting grapefruit, but it's got a floral side to it. It definitely lingers for a long time as an aftertaste. 6.5%. I'm definitely drinking it at the right levels. Art looks pretty cool. Can't deny that. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I think this is just another of those attempts to get on the IPA train and get people to buy it. Website looks pretty cool. It is local. And of the beers I've been offered so far that are local, actually, it's pretty good. So I'm going to give it props for localness. Ooh, I just had another recommendation. And I have not. So there we go. I have one night left here, and I have a task to seek out. I do have one here, which I might try and get on review. That was handed to me at a very late notice, and that's this one. Now let's get this off the screen. A local can. I don't know what to do with it, but it looks like it might be way more up the crafty street. But I said I would do this one, so I'm doing it. You may see another. I may try and squeeze another one in. At the very least, maybe on Instagram, whether I like that one, the more beer one, because that's also Dutch. And I came recommended by Beer Temple. Beer Temple is right downtown. If you ever come to Amsterdam, highly recommend going to Beer Temple. They have this competition where you go to all the 4 kind of main craft beer bars and you get a free T-shirt. I think last time I was here, there's only 3 bars and you got the T-shirt, and I got the T-shirt. So that's the end of this review. Anyway, let's end this early. I think it's worth trying if you come here, but don't expect an IPA. I think the description of dark blonde is great, and it does have a distinct hop flavor and an incredible dryness at the end. So, buyer be warned. That is the end of. Oh yeah, I do know that. Local looks like a ranch. I have had some of those beers, but I got them in the UK. And I think there are some reviews on my channel of some of those. So excellent. I'm gonna head out now. Once again, work life is calling. They have things in the evenings and the day. Did like 30,000 steps yesterday. My legs are destroyed. That is the end of this beer review. No one's gonna watch this far. My name is Steve Giguere. I didn't even do the intro. I'm so scattered. So let's do the intro/outro. The outro. That's it. Bye.